for being here again, here at Angel City. This is Hallelujah.
Appreciate it. God bless.
Who can hold the stars in my weary heart? Who can see everything? I've fallen so hard. Sometimes I feel so far, but not beyond your reach. I can climb a mountain, swim the ocean, do anything, but it's when you hold me that I start unfolding all that I can say is hallelujah, hallelujah. Whatever's in front of me, help me to sing hallelujah. 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 Whatever's in front of me, I'll choose to sing hallelujah. And the same sun that rises over castles welcomes the day, spills over buildings into the streets where orphans play, and only you can see the good in broken things. You took this heart of stone and you made it whole. You set this prisoner free. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Whatever's in front of me, help me to sing hallelujah. Oh, hallelujah. Hallelujah. Whatever's in front of me, I'll choose to sing hallelujah. Whatever's in front of me, I'll choose to sing hallelujah. Amen. We're going to kick it up a notch here. I sound like Emerald Lagasse if I ever say that. I don't know if anybody watches the cooking channel, but anyway. I feel like I just went bam! But we're going to kick it up a notch for you folks. I want to tell you a quick thank you. I want to tell you a quick story. In 2010, I was serving as a youth pastor at Calvary Chapel in Orange County. And I was really comfortable. I had, believe it or not, about 360 some odd young people, high school age, between the age of 14 and 17 years old that were part of our youth group. I was living in West Garden Grove. I was really stoked at what God was doing in my life. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I remember it began, and I want to blame Jennifer. Jennifer was a 16-year-old girl. She came up to me after service one day, and she says, "Pastor, I had a dream the other night about you." And I thought, oh boy, I need to call well, the reality is that, you know what, I had this dream that you were going across the country, which isn't unusual. Guys, I've been a youth pastor for about 20 some odd years. I've been in 36 states, 12 different countries. As I said, I just got back from Hawaii. And that wasn't unusual to me. But the weird thing was, a little bit later on in the day, true story, my senior pastor, Pastor Brad, came to me and he says, Bodhi, which is my middle name, which actually my full name, just for the record, is Daniel Brooks Bodhi Chapin. It's kind of a mouthful. My mother, who said that?
Right here.
Raise your hand.
Right here.
Thank you, I love you. You're a good man. That's right.
Bodhi.
It's just got to be that way. But hey, you know what? My pastor came to me and he says, you know what? He says, I had a dream about you. And I was like, wow, what's going on with that? And he says, you know what? I just feel like you're going someplace different. God's calling you someplace different. Well, the next morning when I woke up, I remembered very succinctly that the Lord telling me that I was going to walk across the country. I was going across the country. I wasn't going to take a bus. I wasn't going to drive. I wasn't going to fly. I was going to put a pack on my back. I was going to leave my cell phone behind. I was going to leave the credit cards behind. And I was going to walk across the country and I was going to talk to people about Him again. My first response was wrong. My first response was, I need a break. I'm having a nervous breakdown. There's no way that God would ever ask me to do something like this. And then I realized that, you know what? Isn't that what God calls us to do? Pick up your cross and follow me was His message. It wasn't a milquetoast religion, friends. It wasn't a Starbucks version on a Wednesday night.
Come on, preach it.
That's not what it was about. But how far are you willing to go? You talk a good talk up there, Bodhi. And I did. Over 2,900 miles later, 6 months later, I made it. After a brief break in Memphis, Tennessee, which isn't a bad place to take a break, I ended up on the East Coast, and you know what? I met men and women and children, old and young, crippled and healthy, doctors and lawyers and truck drivers and state troopers and illegal aliens and hippies. And in every one of those encounters, God showed up, reminding me that in the face of who He is, I am nothing. There but for the grace of God. Now, this next song that you're going to hear is just a little snippet, a couple of stories from that journey. And we've kicked it up a notch. This song is called Crosswalk. And by the way, you can get the book, and I'll give you the information later. There was a book that was written about the journey, and I'd love to have you guys share it. But this is a Crosswalk. I was born in a city called Long Beach, LA. By the time I was 3, my daddy was gone. He had gone away. My mama was a hippie, fighting war that raged that day. By the time I was 3, my daddy was gone. He had gone away. Hey, 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 hey. As a child, I grew older, knowing Christ was my king. But them girls and the neon lights kept calling me away. I knew there was something more calling out to me. I just kept rolling around and hanging out, thought